Hey everyone, and welcome back to this next session in English 101, where we'll go through nouns. The thing here is this one's a little bit meatier, so sit there, listen, and try to keep up. And as per usual, this is still, even though it's a bit meatier, it's just a brief overview of how nouns work and what they are, and right below the video you'll still be able to find some questions just to see that you were able to understand what was going on here. If you have any questions, you can always post in the comments. That works perfectly. And nouns, a specific set of things. Let's get right into it. So we can start by looking at a definition here, and nouns are mainly the names of a specific thing, like a place, object, living creature, an idea, like the example shown here. It could be boss, dog, city, house, Marxism. And before we get political, I added Marxism because it is a noun, and that's the first one I thought of for some weird reason. But this is how all these words here are nouns. So let's go. And then you have something called the regular form of a noun. You have the singular here on one side, where we have boss, city, knife, potato, and then we have, and these are the different forms here, where we have boss that ends with an S, city that ends with a Y, F, or a knife that ends with an F or FE, potato that ends with an O. All of these are regular, so if you have other words that ends with S or Y or knife, like the F sound, or O, like tomato, then they all work the same when you put them in the plural form, which we can see over here. So boss becomes bosses, city, cities, knife, knives, potato, potatoes, and they're spelled in this way. That's how the regular form works. But it gets a bit trickier. We can check the irregular form that doesn't follow said rules. So there are a lot of examples here. We have child, children, we have foot, feet, goose, geese, man, men, mouse, mice, woman, women, tooth, teeth. And so you just have to learn them, how they work. And they are like excerpts from the rules. They are all nouns, but they do not follow the rules as we saw in this slide. So you can just pause it here, check these ones out, and you can go, there are a lot more irregular forms of nouns, so you can check those out. You will come across them, but this is how some very popular of them can look. Let's move on, shall we? To another section here where we have nouns with the same singular and plural form. And so these ones do not translate into, as we've seen before, like potato, potatoes. They do not change at all. You have in singular form spacecraft, in plural form spacecraft. Swiss, Swiss. Sheep, sheep. Salmon, salmon. So here's an example sentence. In the 2 spacecraft, there were 6 Swiss, 4 sheep, and 7 salmon. And that is all in plural form. And here, they're all written in the singular form. They do not change at all. So, yeah, it can work that way as well. Then, we have the singular only nouns. These ones are what you call uncountable, that you can't count them. You can put a number in front of them and they change. The verb used alongside them is always in its singular form, like is, was, has. It can't be used with an indefinite article, a or an, or a or an, that we talked about in another episode. And the singular only nouns can be replaced by it, this, that, And some examples are seen here on this side. We have advice, evidence, luck, money, pollution. And like an example sentence could be, pollution is where the money is. And then we can look back here. So then we see, we start by looking at which one is like the noun here. So we have pollution, pollution, money, money. All right, good. And then we go over here. Oh, the verb is always in singular form. Is, and is. Perfect. And then we can check this one here. Can it be replaced by it, this, or that? Pollution. It is where it is. You could say that. It would work grammatically, so it checks out. That's how the singular only nouns work. But if there are singular only nouns, there should be plural only nouns as well. So these verbs are then only used in a plural setting, or the verbs connected to them, I'm sorry, are used in plural setting, like are, were, have, and you can replace these words with they, these, or those. So let's see some examples here. Binoculars, looks, customs, steps. Those steps are slippery. So we have the steps. You could say the steps are slippery. So let's see here. Check the verb. All right, where's the verb? Here's a noun. Okay. Steps, steps. Yes. Verb, verb, verb. Are. Yeah, that's the verb. It's in its plural form, as we mentioned over here. And then can it be replaced by they, these, or those? That has already been done in the sentence. You can just remove steps and say those are slippery, and it still works. Ta-da! And that's how it works. And voila, we're done. So, thank you guys for listening, and let's give you a better background. That's a lot better. Thank you guys for listening, and if you just check down below, you'll find some questions belonging to this video, and I will see you guys next time for verbs. So until then, have a good time.